Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, today I thought that we would work on the owls that I got from Everydayecrafts. I had to think where it came from. Hello. I think I wrote that down on my plastic bag. Jeez. It's 48 by 48 and it is an 11 count. So what is everybody else up to? Is everybody stitching or going on vacations or anything exciting? Come on. I have no excitement in my life except for, what goes on at the gas station where I work. And some days that's not too terribly exciting. Yesterday was a little bit busy. I was there pretty much all by myself all day long. For my shift, I should say. I was there from 2 to 10. So, yay. And it was pretty steady. But I lived through it. Now today we have the order coming in. So that'll be interesting to see. And it rained like 3 times while I was at work. But it was pretty cloudy like most of the day. So not a big deal. At least it wasn't 112. We haven't hit that. I think the highest this week is going to be 70. But it'd be nice if it was 70 with the sun out. But yeah, it's not short weather here yet. You think it is, but it's not. You know, June 1st and all that, and it's supposed to be nice weather, but it'll take it a hot moment. I don't think it's going to crest over 80 in the next week or this week, so we'll have to see. But there's still a little rain lingering. Now that could change. It always does. But yeah, we'll see. And this color that I'm using is 813, I think. Maybe not. Hang on. Trying to figure out. It's sitting sideways, so I think it is 819 is the color for this. And I got out another color as soon as I finished this thread. I wanted to finish it and use it up so it doesn't get lost, which happens around here. But I'm trying to be consistent with my what do you call it, with the pre-stamped, and use up all the thread. If I get out of thread, I'll try to find a place to put it all. And usually I can do that, you know, especially in the beginning. You got plenty of places to use it. So we'll see. Nothing too trip the light fantastic. I don't think this week. My daughter hadn't said so that we're going anywhere or going on any field trips or anything like that, so I'm not real sure. I may be able to film one outside. I may have to do it outside my front door because there's, then we'll hit the weekend, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. But I'll have to get up a little bit early to get ahead of everybody because people like to go out and walk on the trails and stuff. There's one right here in town. So we'll see. We'll see. Worked a little bit on Mary Jane Fry yesterday before I went to work. I was not capable of doing anything once I got home. I was just a little bit tired. You ever just felt like your whole life needs to have a reset button? Just so everything was working, everything's fine, and just keep moving forward, yeah. Can I get one of those? Probably not. Still don't know what's wrong with the stupid furnace. So I just turned it off today. It's supposed to get to almost 70. So it'll be warm in here. So we'll see. Just can't figure it out. So I guess they had a really terribly busy day on Friday of last week because we were supposed to be open till 11 and they didn't get out of there until 12:30. Yeah, that's 12:30 in the morning because it was so busy on Friday night. So we'll see what this weekend brings. Like I said, there's a few people moving around in and out and that kind of thing. But not, so that I've got like 8 people at the counter at one time. That's not happening, so not yet. Save that for the weekend. So I'm thrilled sick I don't have to work on the weekend. But I do have a few things this weekend-ish that I'd like to complete. Gotta move my bag, hang on. Just little jobs around the house, like clean off the stove, exciting crap. Sometimes life can be so boring. And I wish I could have the, I don't know, fortitude, is that the word? To sit there and stitch all day. I don't know. Sometimes that works and sometimes not so much. Usually I sit there for like a half an hour and in the middle of stitching, everything's going great. And then all of a sudden I think of something. Oh, I really should do so-and-so. So I get up. Then I come back. And then it takes me another 10 minutes to get into the groove again. I don't know. My brain moves in mysterious ways some days. I just feel scattered-ish. I had to put my thimble on. I crunched this material down, but it's good. Can hardly wait to get those kits from Everydayecrafts. We'll have something new to look at. They're pretty. And I tried to pick out some decent ones. Some that looked like, they weren't too complicated, but yet not real, not immature-ish. I don't know what the word is. I don't know. I'm at a loss for real words today. So you'll have to just put up with my made-up words. Sorry, guys. I got out this green, and it is pink, 700. It's a beautiful green. I've used that green color in even diamond paintings. Hang on here. It's kind of a... Whoops. I'm trying to move you over because we're over here on this edge. It's really pretty. Thought I'd dig out my tiger and see if I could find him. Because when I went to go, I got a new, what do you call it? Container, storage container to put some excess things in for, stitching and stuff. And I was trying to kind of even out the container so they wouldn't be so heavy to move. And they were just jumbled up, because I'd get something or I had something out and I'd put it away. And yeah, we have enough artsy craftsies to last us until we can't see no more. Which I have this feeling that my eyesight's going to be the first thing that goes. But who knows? I don't have arthritis in my hands. Too bad yet, I mean, my grandmother, she didn't get really bad arthritis where she used to knit afghans. What is going on here? Oh. And she finally got to the stage when she was close to 80 where her the arthritis in her hands started to bother her, so she couldn't knit. So yeah, we don't want that to happen. So we're 20 years away from that. So you got 20 years to just keep stitching. So, and I think that sewing, I don't know, I might be wrong, has less impact on your hands than knitting because you're moving your hands like that. Oh, I can knit like nobody's business. Straight knitting, like if I have a pattern. And I love making those afghans. I should make everybody an afghan, but have you priced yarn lately? Oh my God. But I guess they're coming in bigger skeins than they used to back in the day. Because, I mean, it'd cost me $100 a piece to make everybody an afghan. Of course, my kids already got theirs from their grandma, so I only got to make 5. Only. Jeez. And I don't know what colors everybody likes. But I don't know that I could knit that many. I could crochet, like one at a time, but I have a knitted pattern that you make in strips. And, it's a ripple pattern that I got. God, this is the same one my grandmother used. It was something Minerva. I can't remember the name. But it's just got a knit row, a purl row, and the pattern. And that's all you do. Back and forth for 78 rows. And it makes a nice, decent size afghan. But like I said, I don't know how much yarn. I think I found that online somewhere at one point. They still had that pattern out there. I was so shocked. So I, uploaded it. But yeah, I mean, that pattern must be, good Lord. We were making those in the 70s, I think. I know where I was living, so it had to have been about 1968. What in the hell? Oh, come on. Quit being a party pooper. Crazy thread. But yeah, I mean, my mother's made the afghans out of that pattern. I've made it 3 or 4 out of that one, and my grandmother made 4 or 5. Oh, come on, please. What is the deal? Some days. I hate it when my thread does this. Hang on. Get rid of the thimble. Get that thimble in there and it just does not. Okay. We're gonna fix it, Goose. Give it a second. hold that thought. It's not going anywhere, peeps. It'll be just fine. But yeah, I love that. And my grandmother's made it in 3 or 4 colors. Like she'd have a light in the middle, and I think it takes 5 strips. It may take 7, but it takes a hot moment to make it. But she could whip them out like nobody's business, because you just sit there, and after you got the pattern down, you don't have to think. You just knit. But that's an awful lot of knitting. A lot of knitting. They better hold out for granny squares. About 4 years ago, I made my daughter a granny square Afghan. I think she's still using it. But they still have their ones from their great-grandmother. Was their great-grandmother. It was my grandmother. Oh my God. This thread. Have you ever just got a piece of thread that just won't cooperate here? It's not like it's too long. What is going on? But yeah, I just love that pattern. And I need to use smaller needles because I knit real loose. I always have. I just can't get it to be as consistent. And I think it called for size 8 needles. But yeah, I have to think a hot moment about making one of those knitted ones. But it used to take like 2 skeins of yarn, maybe 2 or 3. But like I said, they changed, let's call it the weight. Is that the word? Hello, we're having a heck of a day, aren't we? You know how much thread is in a skein of yarn? So I don't know. Oh my goodness, my granddaughter. Speaking of the grandchildren, holy cow. Holy cow. She is taking it upon herself to start her little threading, her little stitching. I left her with a few squares, and I thought, well, you know, if it's too much to make the whole X, we'll just teach her how to go in one direction. And then we'll come back, and the next lesson will be to teach her to go in the other direction, you know, to make a complete X, if it was just too much for her. Well, she's finished, and she keeps telling my daughter that Grandma needs to come back. We need another stitch lesson, so that should happen sometime this weekend. We'll see. My daughter says she's really good at hanging on to it in her hand, but I'm going to show her how to use her lap stand when I do go, so that'll be fun. We'll see. My daughter says she has to go and straighten her out every once in a while because she stitches from the bottom and then comes up with the thing, so with the needle from the bottom all the way over the top of the canvas. Oh yeah. And then my daughter has to straighten that out and get her a new piece of thread, and oh yeah, we're having good times now. My daughter is like throwing her hands up in the air. I said, well, just show her how to do the other X, part of the X. And she's like, nope, she won't listen to me. She wants Grandma. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. But my granddaughter at 6 is, you know, putting it upon herself to get it out and wants to stitch on it. So the want and desire is there, but she just doesn't know where to go from there. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get over there. But I'm glad that she's taking to it. She's making her own initiative to get it out. So we'll see. Edge. All right, got that part done. So you see the greens of that. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. So it's got like different colored greens, and then it's going to go into a lighter green. A little bit confettied there. I want to get to the crazy owl. I think he's cute. Just cute. Oh, sorry, forgot to turn down my, turn down my sound. It happens sometimes. Like to start putting the feathers on the owls. But for today, we'll just go right here. I might keep that up. This doesn't have, what do you call it? The serging around the edge. So the thread, it keeps getting caught over here. I may have to get a little piece of masking tape. Don't shudder. And cover the edge, you know, like where I'm working. I wouldn't cover the whole long edge, just like 6 or 8 inches, you know, up the canvas. It's not going to hurt it, you know, as long as I can see the key. Hello, I'm telling you, days. We're going to do this backwards. So I don't know. We haven't made any plans as to where we're going or not going this weekend. I think my daughter'd like to go back to Cache Creek, where we were. It was a nice area. I had a nice area. I could stitch. I liked that place. It was easier to sit somewhere at there than it was up there on Ruby Mountain. I mean, there were no places like that. And I wasn't dragging that crap up that hill. It was enough to get me up that hill. We're not going up that hill again. So, we'll have to see what she comes up with. But I'll take you along if we go. So we'll see. Oh, goodness. I just needed something easy to stitch on today. Just needed a little... Oops, nope, that doesn't go there. It's like every other one. It's kind of a checkerboard thing, and I'm trying to figure out where the symbol is. There's that blue thing in there that's going to have to be covered up. I don't know what color it is. Let's see, the blue one is 28, 3752, 28. See what goes next to it. Whoop. Threads are really long, but I like them that way because they're easy. What did I say, 30? No, 20, 29. Really? No. That is so not what that color is. It is number 17. So the next color is going to be this one right here. So it's a little brighter, I guess. Kinda. They're close. Real close. Like I said, there's some shading. No big deal. We just keep stitching. I can do that part. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for it to be the day that we get all the supplies in. Those poor people, before I ever get there, get all the, we'll call it liquid orders in. Like Coke, Pepsi, Red Bulls, all that. And they get to put all that happy stuff away. And then the other order comes. All the incidentals that fits on the shelves. But at least there was 3 of us to do that, so one can kind of stand. I usually stand at the, what do you call it? At the register. And that way I can help people at the register. And they're in there kind of sorting them out. And they bring me a box and I put all the prices on them. And if I got time, I can run around the counter and put them away. But they usually come back and grab that and put them away. So we got a system. And it takes sometimes it takes 2 hours. Especially, you know, in the summer when we got so much stuff coming. Yay. But that's okay. I like a full store. Get that one way up there. So we will see. Now in the wintertime we only have an order come in every other week. So, because, you know, we're not that busy and we're not needing that much stuff. But in the summer, it's every week. And sometimes she'll order stuff from, like Sam's or something like that, and it'll come in separate, but not a whole lot of anything that way. So it mainly comes in on the big order. So that's a good thing. At least it's only once a week to put all that crap away. So, yay. But all kinds of people out. I've never seen so many campers in my life. Not campers, but, you know, RVs. There's a word. I call them campers, but everybody has to call them RVs these days. But I didn't, you know, there are some people camping. But, yeah. We're almost to the end with this thread. Haven't ordered anything else other than that Everydayecrafts. Just kind of giving it a little break. Like I said, I went looking for to see what they had available in linen, And they didn't have, gosh darn it, it gets so small, and then I get that thimble in the way. They didn't have any oh, what do you call it, lakeside linens that I wanted. You know, I mean, some of it was pretty high count, and it wasn't something I was going to buy. We're sticking with 28 count. I was looking to see if I could find any other colors in that same kind of linen that I got from them. So we'll have to see. We're going to get rid of this needle. Come on. All right. We got more of the, this is a tree. That tree done, and then there's just like a what do you call it? A swirly background in there. So it's not too bad. Guess there's maybe some more like that. I don't know. Kind of weird. Oh, that color. The other color was 24. No, yeah. No, that's a, yeah, that's a tree. This, I would call it like a brown olive brown. Kind of has a green tone to it. That's what color the tree is there. And it is 3021. It's a pretty color. In some lights it looks browner. I'm trying to hang on to my needle and fold that up. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.